I wanted to come on a few minutes to celebrate the Hall of Famers who are going to be joining the group tonight at the NFL Honors Award. They always do this event a couple of days before the Super Bowl. But not only that, I want to comment on Michael Irvin. I am greatly disappointed that Michael Irvin is embroiled in more controversy. Several years ago, he got into some trouble before about some hotel room stuff. And, that stuff was always going to follow you. He stayed in trouble for a while about that. But finally, he was able to overcome that with his friends in the industry. He's been doing great. But the problem that I have, this current incident that he's having, he said he doesn't even remember the incident. But when they said that they look at the tape, he clearly had a conversation with somebody. And during that short interval of meeting this person, he must have said something, or they assumed that he said something to offend this particular person. Where I fall short with Irvin is he admitted to drinking. Because he was drinking, he said he doesn't even remember the encounter. And that's critical. Because if you're on tape and you don't remember the encounter, then you don't remember anything that you said. And that could come back to haunt him. And I hate to see Michael Irvin disappear because he brings insight to the games. He brings a lot of knowledge. And he always gives a perspective that you always want to hear. But he's not the only NFL Hall of Famer embroiled in controversy right now. I told you before about Brett Favre and his problems with the state of Mississippi. He was supposed to have been, or allegedly, using state funds for his own benefit to get things done at his alma mater, the University of Southern Mississippi. But now, Favre is in the news again because he has decided to file some defamation lawsuits. He filed 3 of them. First one he filed was against Shad White of the state of Mississippi. Then the other 2 against former NFL players, Pat McAfee, and current Hall of Fame member, Shannon Sharpe. Now, anytime that you get yourself in the news, you have to realize that people are going to talk about you, and you can't get upset about certain things that they say. The problem that Favre has, he should have probably just stayed quiet about it, because now he's poking the bear. You're going to sue the state of Mississippi when you know you got some underhanded stuff going on? That may not play out well for Favre in the future. So it'd be interesting to see how that plays out. But not only is he suing the state, he's suing Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe's going to say what he's going to say, but he's also going to say it based on what's in the news. It's bad enough that Sharpe, he's a NFL Hall of Famer. You think these guys will look out for each other because they're in the same club. But Favre, he's trying to protect his reputation, but for what he did, I don't think his reputation to be saved. But he has opened himself up now, in my opinion, to get sued by the state. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But as far as the NFL honors program tonight, I haven't seen who's been elected to the Hall. But I looked at some of the names in that honors list for the past members. Chuck Howley, he was the MVP of Super Bowl VI for Dallas. I thought Chuck was in the Hall a long time ago. Then you got Ken Riley. Ken Riley has a lot of interceptions. He's also worthy of being in the Hall of Fame. But the thing about these old timers, you got a lot of players, because they're playing now or being elected to the Hall, that don't have the same skill or production level of these guys that played back then. They're getting a bad rap because of the style of football they played. In my opinion, they truly played football. Now, not so much. It's like it's going to a flag, just like you saw at the Pro Bowl the other day. And it's going to get worse because the NFL, Goodell has come out and said that it was a success for the Pro Bowl. And they're just going to see more of that in the future. And, they're going to keep protecting the quarterback. They're going to keep calling these late hits, and they're going to keep calling these positional hits when the guys go and tackle somebody and be in the wrong position. It's just going to get worse. So expect to see more of that flag. And in another 20 years, the whole game just might be flag. But we have to tune in and see what happens then. But what say you? Again, whoever makes the Hall of Fame, they probably deserve it. I can't even begin to predict who's going to get in this time, but I like to see Chuck Howley and Ken Riley get in. That'd be a great honor for those guys. But as far as Ken Riley goes, he's late. I wish he could have got that honor when he was alive. That's the only problem that I have about the NFL or any Hall of Fame who tries to elect somebody after they're already passed. So let's keep an eye on that. But anyway, this is Sports for Real, talking about NFL Hall of Famers Shannon Sharpe being sued by fellow Hall of Famer Brett Favre. And we talked about Michael Irvin and his troubles. Disappointed about that. And then you have the new electees that are going to be going into the Hall tonight. So we're going to keep up with these stories. Keep staying tuned. This is Sports for Real.